EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us in South America in the vibrant and colorful Brazilian beachside city of Rio de Janeiro. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Murray. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. From the gun, Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. On play action, it's Murray. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A very solid gain of 27. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Condors have struck first in this NFC title game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first carry here for their running back. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now back to throw. There's a short one caught by Johnson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second and 9 now. And this one is incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Second and 6. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Giants are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Throwing on second and long. Murray eluding under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kayvon Thibodeau in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. Murray sets to throw on 4th. That is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Play action. Now it's Murray. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second and 10. Throwing again, Murray. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 41 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Here's a give up the middle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Condors go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're going to try and throw. They've got his man complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Deonte Banks there on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Murray going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Murray. Firing quickly here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Murray now. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Murray. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Third and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. Murray on the sneak, trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. It's Jackson again on the reception. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Murray now to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have work to do in the second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities. I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the gun on third down, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Condors are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give them 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Giants! From a yard out. And the Giants are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
To throw, it's Murray. That went out wide and intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Ritter to throw it. To the right side and intercept. Oh, no, lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the 4th with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Giants have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown.
And Xavier Worthy
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Condors are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the fourth quarter as the kick is away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's caught downfield by Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, you crowd the line of scrimmage. If they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have punched their ticket to the biggest show in